Alright guys, so this weekend I got to see Super Mario Galaxy, the sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie, and there's been a lot of talk about this movie, a lot of negative critical reception. I think it's a little overblown. I'm going to say this right now, that yes, okay, just like the first movie, there's not much of a story here. It is simple fun. It's colorful. You love the music, you love the characters, you love just the way everything looks. This is what I would call a vibes movie. Like, you go in here for the vibes, okay? Because it's gonna make you feel happy, it's gonna make you feel nostalgic, it's gonna, you're gonna look around at all the little Easter eggs, all the things that you missed, and you're gonna be like, man, I can't wait to go home and watch a YouTube video where someone breaks down everything that I didn't catch. And that's what the movie is. It's fun. It's fun, and obviously, like, children are gonna love it because it's a kids movie. That's what it is, not that that's an excuse for not having much of a plot, because yes, there have been kids movies that do have like really great plots and great stories. Like, obviously like half of the Pixar movies are like that, right? But this movie's not trying to do that. In fact, I would say a lot of Illumination movies are not trying to do that. They're just trying to be funny, silly, colorful, bright, children's movies, and that's what this is. Now, obviously, the Nintendo factor of it all, I think, definitely helps things, because just like the first movie, Mario doesn't really have much of a plot. 90% of Mario games are just a princess gets kidnapped, Mario and his friends try to save the princess, stop Bowser. That's the movie. Like, it's gonna be the exact same plot for the third movie and the fourth movie and the fifth movie, right? And they're gonna make them. So I don't know. I think at a certain point you do have to look at the property that's being adapted here, and you do have to say to yourself, okay, that's what this is, that's what it's trying to be. So I don't know. I don't feel like you can give it a bad critical score for doing exactly what it set out to do. I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just the way that I look at this. But yeah, I think, needless to say, I had a good time with this. I thought it was fun. It was bright, it was colorful, it's got Nintendo characters. It made me want to go back to Nintendo Land and Universal, right? Like, that's what it made me want to do, right? Which may be capitalism, that's like the end goal of all this, right? But that's what I got from it. And yeah, there's plenty of references, there's plenty of cool stuff, and I don't think this is a spoiler really, but Star Fox is in the movie, and that's pretty cool, and it has some implications as to like what other spin-offs we might get, what other Nintendo properties might get their own movies, and just stuff like that. But yeah, there's not much else to say. This is kind of blending a little bit of Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey. It's all kind of blended together. They called it Odyssey, but it's only like half Odyssey. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. Princess gets kidnapped. This time it's Rosalina instead of Peach, and they all work together to rescue her. And there's some Bowser Jr., and Bowser kind of tries to become a good guy, but then he switches back to becoming a villain, because that's what Bowser always does, right? So there you go. That's, like there's no real surprise here. There's not much of a spoiler. I guess there's an end credits spoiler that you could call it a spoiler, but yeah, pretty much like it's exactly what you expect the movie to be, and I'm not disappointed by that. I think it's fine. So having said that, if you enjoyed the first movie, you'll probably enjoy this one. If you're a fan of Mario and Nintendo and all that stuff, and you just want to see more of it being adapted, more of all the little bad guys and Easter eggs and stuff that you can't, you want to look in the background and hit pause. Obviously you can't pause it, but you want to, then that's the movie you're going to get. So let's go into talk about a little bit of spoilers. The only real spoiler to talk about is the after credits. They do show Daisy. Daisy shows up at the end. It's literally just like a no words, because they probably don't have a voice actress yet. But Daisy will show up in the next one. I'm hoping that we get Wario and Waluigi and maybe some other characters that haven't shown up yet. And yeah, I'm hoping that we continue to grow this Nintendo universe. I know right now it's just Mario, and some recent comments have come out saying that maybe it's not going to be a Smash Brothers thing. I do think that if your hope was that we're gonna get like a Smash Brothers Avengers style thing, and like this is all building up to some big plot crossover thing for all the Nintendo franchises, you might be a little disappointed, because this is still like 90% a standalone story about just Mario. So the Star Fox thing is really the only like hey, there's other Nintendo stuff happening, you know. Or I guess you get Rob and Pikmin, but they're like little cameos. But yeah, I'm hoping one day we do get our big Nintendo thing. You know, I want to get a Metroid. I know they're doing live action Zelda, which kind of goes against this idea here. So I don't know if we're ever actually gonna get Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or anything like that. But if they just keep doing this and this is all we get, that's fine too, you know. Can Star Fox carry his own movie? I mean, I'm sure Star Fox fans would love that, but I don't know if Star Fox has that level of popularity to like make $1 billion, not like Mario does, right? So, you know, characters like Star Fox and I guess maybe even Metroid and Rob and who else is there? Oh, Game & Watch. Oh, we're in the spoiler section. So yeah, Mr. Game & Watch makes an appearance also. That's another fun one. Anyways, one day we might get more of a Nintendo crossover, but I don't think that's what their goals are right now. I think right now they're just trying to make a fun movie for kids, and it's all Mario, and that's what it is. And I'm okay with that personally. I'm fine with that. It feels kind of like the Sonic movies, right? Like, and I guess the last Sonic movie had more of a plot, but you know what I mean. Like it's just, they're not trying to be more than what they are, you know. So that's just me. I don't think this movie deserves so much hatred, so much like bad scores from the critics, because I'm like, it's a Mario movie. Like that's what it is. If it tried to have more of a plot, if they tried to give Mario and Luigi like actual character arcs and all that, that wouldn't really feel right. It wouldn't feel like a Mario movie. Like Luigi's always going to be a coward, you know. Bowser's always going to turn evil. There's not going to be any kind of growth here. There's not much of a story to tell. These are those character archetypes, and that's what they're supposed to stay. So I don't know, I'm okay with it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about Mario 2 and Mario Galaxy, and what you hope for the future of Nintendo, what you think they should do next. What spin-offs would you want to see? And even if they don't make sense, right? Like if you want a Star Fox, fine. I kind of have to admit that like it'd be cool, but it wouldn't make as much money, right? Like realistically, not as many people know Star Fox, so you know. But what other ones would you want to see? I need to see more of the Zelda movie. It's live action, so I guess it's not going to do a crossover here. But what's going on with that? Where's the trailer for that movie? Isn't that coming out like next year or the end of this year? When is Zelda coming out? I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.